Hi everyone, welcome to the November 2024 net worth video. My net worth is $765,237.21. Before I get into the numbers, just a bit of background about me. My name is Mona. I am 41 years old. I live in New York City, so a high cost of living area. I work in Manhattan in the field of human resources for a financial services firm. I own my home and I also have one child. She is 5 years old and she's also special needs. So, with that, let's jump into the numbers. My Bank of America checking account, so I'm starting with the assets, is balance on that is $4,717.22. That's an increase of $189.10 from the prior month. This Bank of America checking account is my account that I put the money in to pay for my monthly expenses. So essentially, it's just a sweep account. So everything I incur for myself and my daughter, I use this account to pay for those expenses. Moving on to my Ally Bank savings account, balance on that is $6,114.63. That's an increase of $4,931.64 from the prior month. My Ally Bank savings account is truly a savings account. This is where I have all of my buckets for different goals. So Ally has a function where you can create buckets for the total balance in the account. So for instance, my emergency fund has its own bucket and that balance is $2,500 right now. I'm trying to build that back up. And then my daughter, I have a sinking fund or a bucket for her in Ally Savings of about $3,000. So this $6,000 is not, it's savings, but it's allocated to different areas or topics or focus points for me, if that makes sense. So I've really been focused on trying to just rebuild this account back up because of me depleting it a month or two ago to invest in the stock market. So that's why you're seeing such a big increase from the prior month. Is because November I really put a lot of money to this account. Moving over to my 401k, balance on that is $294,614.15. That's an increase of $16,329.77 from the prior month. I was actually blown away when I saw what a big difference this was just in 1 month. A big reason for this is because of the election results. We had a huge surge and my 401k benefited from it, just being transparent. So that was really good. And my 401k is 100% invested in the S&P 500 ETF. So I'm very close to $300,000 balance in the 401k, less than $6,000 right now. So who knows even if I get half of this gain for December, my 401k might actually hit 300,000 by the end of 2024, which would absolutely be amazing for me to start the year in the $300,000 range. Moving over to my M1 Finance brokerage account, balance on that is $213,968.20. That's an increase of $13,233.26 from the prior month. Now, this is similar to the 401k. Because of that presidential surge, the brokerage account went up significantly. I did put a decent amount of money in the brokerage, but not that much. Like a lot of this came from the stock market. This is probably one of the few times I will ever say the stock market actually moved my brokerage account in a meaningful way and that it wasn't 98% of money that I put in. And the reason why I know this for a fact is because I did pull back on investing aggressively in my brokerage account in the month of November because I had to replenish my emergency fund to invest in it. So I definitely wasn't throwing big chunks of money into it. Now, I definitely put in a couple thousands, but no, this growth is a lot of this is definitely the stock market. And my brokerage account is 65% invested in the S&P 500 ETF or VU. 35% is in SCHD, which is the Schwab US Dividend ETF. And the remaining 1% is invested in QQQM, which tracks the NASDAQ 100. So very great results for the M1 Finance brokerage account. Now moving over to a new account that wasn't here before. As you saw, the October balance was 0. So it's a new addition to the family for the month of November and going forward. And this is my Robinhood brokerage account. So I opened up a Robinhood account to do more speculative investing. So all of my investment accounts to date are all invested in ETFs. I don't own a single individual stock or crypto or anything like that up until now. I just wanted to start a different account to just have fun, be creative around investing. So I'm putting minimal money into it. As you see here, the balance on it is very low compared to my other balances. So it's definitely fun money I'm willing to lose, but just wanted to throw my luck into investing in individual stocks, crypto, and also doing options trading as well. So stay tuned. We'll see how it performs. Again, I might end up losing every single thing, which is okay. But who knows? I might make some substantial gains. At first, I was not going to include it a part of my network because, again, it's just fun money. But I'm like, it is money that you're investing and it is going to count towards your overall net worth. So you need to add it to your tracker. So that's what I did here. So balance on that is $488.53, and that's an increase of $488.53 from the prior month. And just some more information on the Robinhood brokerage account. So I'm invested in about 4 different cryptos, and I have about 17 individual stocks in there. My Roth IRA balance on that was $41,977.76. That's an increase of $2,377.61 from the prior month. I was really blown away to see the Roth IRA at this balance. Honestly, I was just hoping to hit 40,000 and stay at 40,000 for the month of November, but this is almost at 42,000. I'm like, whoa, what is going on? Which is great. I'm not complaining. Again, I think it's just the growth in the stock market and that surge in November that we had. So this is all growth. So I haven't been able to contribute directly to my Roth IRA since March of this year because I maxed it out back then. Apologies, my 401k, I forgot to mention, I maxed out my 401k in March as well. So the growth in the 401k and the growth in the Roth IRA that you're seeing here is 100% because of the stock market because I haven't been able to contribute anything more to them. So that's pretty nice for a $2,300 gain in my Roth in 1 month. So very happy with that. The Roth IRA is invested in 50% the S&P 500 or VU, then it's 25% SCHD, and then 25% VTI, which is the total stock market. Moving on to my HSA or my health savings account. Balance on that is $30,306.20. Like, talk about a milestone hitting 30,000 in the HSA. Wow. That's an increase of $2,235.11 from the prior month. So another huge increase. Now my HSA, I am contributing to it on a monthly basis through my employer. So about like $520 or $525 goes into the HSA per month. So a lot of this was still the growth in the stock market, which is just absolutely amazing. I mean, HSA is one of those accounts that you just almost could never have enough in it because you just know, especially as you get older, unfortunately, medical expenses start to become more and more a central part of your life. So this account is really going to help be that protector for myself and my daughter around any type of like medical care that we're going to need in the future. Now, HSA, I do use it as 100% an investment account, so I don't use any of the money in this account at all. If I have any medical expenses, I cash flow it from my paycheck. So this entire balance is 100% invested, and it is in the S&P 500. All right, moving over to ABLE. ABLE stands for Achieving a Better Life Experience, and it's an investment/checking account for people with disabilities. And as I mentioned before, my daughter is special needs or has a disability. So this is the balance on her account. It's $40,757.48. That's an increase of $1,473.41 from the prior month. This is a phenomenal increase. I'm so happy with it. I hope it stays in the 40 because we've been at the 40K balance before, and then the stock market did her thing, and then it just dropped below 40,000. So I hope it stays there through the end of the year, but we'll see what happens. If you recall, I mentioned for my Ally Savings account that there's a sinking fund I have for my daughter for her ABLE account. So I have about $3,000 in of the Ally Savings account balance is actually targeted to be invested in her ABLE account come January 1st because I hit the contribution limit for 2024. So once you do that, you can't contribute any more directly to the account. So I just started the sinking fund. So come January 2nd, January 3rd, this account balance will increase $3,000 and hopefully more, right, with the stock market performing well. But wow, what a big increase from the prior month, $1,400, almost $1,500 on the ABLE account. So that makes me feel really good because this money is to take care of my daughter because she might not ever be able to financially provide for herself because of her disability. So definitely want to make sure that there's money being set aside to take care of her. And then moving over to my last asset, that's my home, and the value is $435,000. That's a difference of $0 from the prior month. I did keep my home value flat the entire year of 2024. I'm going to keep it flat again for the entire year of 2025 because I bought my home in August of 2023. I just feel like not enough time has passed for me to try to readjust any type of value. I think at least 5 years need to go by before I would actually look at my home and say, okay, I want to put a different value on it. So if you add up all of my assets, it comes to $1,067,944.17. So wow, that's a big increase. That's a $41,258.43 increase from the prior month. So huge jump in asset increase from the prior month, and that's primarily because of the stock market, to be honest with you. All right, moving over to liabilities. I just have one. My mortgage balance on that is $302,706.96. That's a decrease of $634.75 from the prior month. So I did put extra payments towards my mortgage, but it was more minimal because I was really focused on trying to build up my Ally Bank savings account. So My goal for the mortgage for the rest of 2024, so for the month of December, is to get it to 302,000. So essentially put an extra $700 towards the mortgage just to get it down to 302,000, which I think I'll be able to do even once like that monthly payment comes out in December. So yes, so that's looking really good. That's my only debt. I don't believe in credit cards or loans, things like that. Yes, technically my mortgage is a loan, but that's because I don't earn enough money to pay for a home in cash. Otherwise, I would have paid for a home in cash. But I just like to keep my life very simple, especially from a debt perspective. So my mortgage is my only debt, and that's it. So if you take my assets minus my liabilities, that's what brings my account up to $765,237,021 as a net worth for the month of November 2024, and that is a $41,893.18 overall increase from the prior month. So just a huge jump from the prior month, which is just absolutely fantastic. So that's all of the updates for November. I wonder if I would hit 800,000 for the month of December. Maybe, maybe not. But I was doing some rough calculations, just again, really rough, really high level. But I think if I continue at this rate, I might actually hit the $1 million net worth in the year of 2025. I have no idea if it's going to happen. A lot of this all depends on if I'm able to keep my current job, which I don't know if I will be able to do that for all of 2025. I hope so, but I don't know. But if I am able to, I think there's no major pullback on the stock market. I think there's a really good chance that I could hit that $1 million net worth status. So we'll see what happens. All of this is for me to retire early. I have no interest in working to 65. I don't even have an interest of working to the age of 45, and I'm 41 right now, but I think I'll have to just because I don't have enough money. But definitely looking to retire before 50. Like, would love to retire at 45. I would be fine with 48. Definitely don't want to hit 50. Still working if I don't have to. If I have to work, I will, to provide for myself and my daughter, because I would never jeopardize her safety and security. But it would be amazing to just be done with work at age 45, 46, and just focus on living my life. Put in my time and effort into my hobbies, spending time with my daughter, visiting friends and family, and just relaxing for the remainder of my days on this planet. All right, so that's all of the updates for November 2024. One more month to go till the end of the year. Let me know how your net worth look. If anyone was invested in a stock market, you should have definitely seen a big increase in your investments as well. But let me know how it went, and I'll catch you next month. Bye.